guys, welcome to the OnTheQT YouTube channel. This is the first video of 2018, and what I wanted to do in this video is share with you some of our favourite places from around the world in 2017. Things that you can add to your travel bucket list this year, places that we have fallen in love with, that we are already planning our next adventure there. So that's what this video is all about. So I'm going to be sharing our top 5 places to visit for you in 2018 and that we've experienced in 2017. So if you're following on the QT for a while, you'll notice that this is kind of a different style of video that we're doing. So we asked you guys what you'd like to see, and this was one of them. So you wanted to see more video, more kind of content like this. I suppose more real content. I suppose travel blogging and vlogging, it looks all glamorous and everything, but a lot of the time we go traveling and we actually spend a lot of the time editing the content and putting out the content back in the office here in the QT headquarters. In this video also, I want to share with you our plans for 2018 and our schedule. So we're going to do things a little bit different this year. We're going to try and do vlogs 2 to 3 times a week, and they'll probably be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we're hoping to do 2 videos, definitely one every week, and they'll be on a Tuesday and a Thursday. As you all know, we do a lot of content creation for different brands and things like that as well. So we're really going to try and stick to that for OnTheQT as well. So here we go. This is our first video. So I want to share my favorite places in 2017. So if you guys know me and have been following OnTheQT, I think you can pretty well guess what my #1 destination of 2017 was. Yes, it is Iceland. Iceland for me was a trip of a lifetime. It was a trip that I'll always remember, a trip that exceeded my expectations. I can't talk highly enough of it. So we flew with WOW Air. They fly from Dublin to Reykjavik, and in Reykjavik then we stayed in the Sand Hotel, which is a boutique hotel that's new enough opened, and it is absolutely spectacular. It'll take your breath away. There's a lot of activities and adventures there, and of course I'm already planning my next trip back there because I didn't have enough time to try everything. But from our trip, there's 3 things that I'd highly recommend to you. #1 is doing the Pearl Tour with Mountaineers of Iceland. It is everything you think of when you think of Iceland. You get to explore the Golden Circle, active geysers, you get to witness the beauty of Gullfoss waterfall. But for me, the highlight was going on a snowmobile across the glaciers, over the snowfields, with the snowy mountain peaks all around you. It was spectacular. So #2, of course, involves the Northern Lights. You can't go to Iceland and not go and hunt for the Northern Lights or try to see the Northern Lights. For us, we did the Warm Baths and Cool Lights tour with Reykjavik Excursions. So we went out first to a little bit outside of Reykjavik, and we went on to the kind of these warm hot springs and baths. They were a little bit more off the beaten track to the Blue Lagoon and other warm springs like that. So we got to go relax there. We had dinner there. If you're really lucky, you might be able to catch the Northern Lights while you're in the bath, but for us, they weren't as kind of vivid that night. So we went on a hunt. So we went back on the bus and we went on a hunt to find the Northern Lights. And yes, we did see them, and it was completely worth it. It was one of the highlights of the trip. So #3 is, of course, a visit to the Blue Lagoon. It's one of the 25 wonders of the world and a must if you're visiting Iceland. It is probably the image that comes up most when you Google Iceland, and it's the image that would be in my head of Iceland before I arrived. It is definitely worth a visit. And I would highly recommend booking before you arrive, maybe a few weeks before, just to get the slot that you want to get. Also, it is quite near the airport, so if you want to schedule in a time that was as soon as you arrived to Iceland, that you went straight to the Blue Lagoon, you can store your luggage and everything there, or on your way back to the airport as well is also a good way of just making the most of your time when you're there. It is extremely relaxing, and it is a great way to kind of sum up your whole trip in Iceland. You'll go home very relaxed after it. So the second place on my 2017 top destinations is the south of France. I wanted to find somewhere that was a little bit off the beaten track, that wasn't going to be populated with tourists and be very touristy, I suppose. I wanted to find kind of a hidden gem, and I found that in Coulières. So Coulières is in the very south of France, and it is Mediterranean jewel. It is absolutely spectacular. Picture yourself strolling through the quaint streets in the picturesque fishing village, enjoying some wine and some tapas, going for a picturesque kayak, sunset swims, heading up the mountains, through the vineyards to a castle overlooking the whole city. It is just a spectacular place to visit, and I'd highly recommend it. So destination number 3 is somewhere that I think will always be on my highlight list every year. It's somewhere that is really close to me, and I have great family and great friends in this location, and it is of course Cape Cod in the United States. So for me, this is one of my favorite places to visit in the world. It is the place where I actually came up with the idea for OnTheQT while working in a summer camp there in Cape Cod, so in Cape Cod Sea Camps. It is somewhere that you can never explore enough of. You're always going to be finding new gems, new experiences, and that's what I love about it. So some of my favourite places that I always visit, let's see. So the canal near the Sagamore Bridge is one of my favourites. I also love the Sandwich Boardwalk, Nickerson State Park, obviously Brewster where I was. I love strolling through Chatham. It's just absolutely breathtaking there. This year I got to actually spend Thanksgiving there, which was completely different to being there during the summer. So I absolutely adored that. So I have loads of blogs and locations and destinations to visit in Cape Cod on the blog, so I'll link a few of them below so you can go check them out. Destination number 4 is Lanzarote. Yes, you mightn't have actually think that this would be one of my favourite places of 2017, but I actually had never been. This was my first time going. I wanted somewhere, I suppose as a travel blogger, I find it really hard to switch off. It is very difficult to just go somewhere and not take out your phone, not bring your camera. I suppose for me, I just find it really hard to kind of go on a holiday and not bring you guys along on it. So this was a holiday that I really wanted to switch off. So in my head, I was like, oh, sitting by a pool will be just what I needed. Boy, was I wrong. I went there and I actually found it so hard to switch off. It took me 3 days to be able to actually sit by the pool and do nothing. And that probably didn't last very long. We were only there for a week, and I couldn't sit by the pool for the week. So I did relax a little bit, but we also rented a car and literally did the whole island. So of course I brought my camera along there. But what I loved about this was it really did allow me to take a little bit of a break. So although I did the trip and vlogged the whole kind of trip when we took the car out, it really did give me the opportunity to switch off a little bit, and I think you need that. I think you need to come back kind of ready to face the world, come back with new ideas. But I did get a chance to switch off, so that's why this place really did make my 2017 destination list. So my last destination this year is Ireland. I really wanted to explore close to home this year. There's so many beautiful places on our doorstep, and I really wanted to take the opportunity to go explore them. There's so many more like adventurous things there too that I never knew you could do in Ireland. So I really took time out this year and explored close to home. Launching the RedTravel show with Red FM really allowed me to explore even more places close to home. We did an 8-part series with them, and we did 3 activities in Ireland in every episode. What we got up to in these episodes was just unbelievable. I'll do a list for you because you won't believe the amount that we did. We explored buffalo farms, we went wakeboarding in Ballyhass, horse riding in Crookstown, climbed Croke Park skyline, took a leap of faith in Tato Park, explored Spike Island, went on a sea safari of Cork Harbour, a chocolate tour at Butler's Chocolate Factory, went stand-up paddleboarding in Dunleary, went on a train ride through the town of Cove, kayaked the Killarney Lakes, completed the Wild Atlantic Way, made friends in the Tinkle Aquarium, went sorbing in Tralee, tapped into our creative side in Kinsale Pottery and Art Centre, surfed in Garrettstown, put my skills of football and golfing into practice at Foot Golf, went up the River Blackwater with a character of a man, learned about the history of the Youghal Clock Tower, cycled the Waterford Greenway, made friends in the Donkey Sanctuary, learned how to make cider at Longville House, zip-lined through the forest in Farn Woods. So that list was just what we did while filming the RedTravel show, and as you guys know, we explored many more places in Ireland, and I really do think there's nothing better than exploring your home country and the places that are on your doorstep. So that sums up our top destinations of 2017. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you've added a few new destinations to your travel bucket list for 2018. So that's the first video. I survived it. I hope you guys liked it. I know it's a different type of a style of video. I'd love if you subscribed. We're going to be trying and doing a video every Tuesday and Thursday. And that will be some videos like this, but it will also be kind of vlogs from all different destinations around the world as well. So we have an Iceland vlog coming up, we have a South of France vlog coming up, and loads of other destinations as well. So I'd love if you left a comment below. Let us know what you think. Also give us suggestions of kind of vlogs that you would like us to do in 2018. And I would really love if you hit the subscribe button. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon.